What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy, Mark, Anna, and AC Slater for coming through and boosting up the coin. So, we got another leak for you, man. Hooray, though. Something you could have never seen before. This is exclusive to the YB channel. Devin Haney has now sued, Devin Diddy Haney has sued Ryan Garcia for battery, fraud, and more. Wow. See, people, the Diddy allegations just don't stop didding. Yeah? More allegations now of a Diddy victim. That's what this... Devin, stop playing. Yeah? And you actually, if you witness the celebrity culture, this often happens. When these industry kind of essentially buttholes, when these industry buttholes are abused, they don't necessarily lash out at the abuser. Yeah? At some point they crack. Some big life event happens, like getting knocked down with the left hook and the leaky guard 3 times in a row, knowing the left hook was coming. You was telling us you knew the left hook was coming. So like I said, it's normally a traumatic life event which re-traumatizes the industry butthole, but they focus, there's too much power with the diddler. Plus there's social pressure. Devin Haney can't come out and tell the truth. He can't come out and tell the truth that I leaked to you, man. That Devin Diddy Haney was partying 2 days before the fight. He can't take that responsibility, right? He can't own that. So he got to blame Ryan and the Moody PED situation. That don't make no sense. It wasn't the fact I was partying and take that with Diddy 2 nights before the fight, had my legs weak. It's not the fact that Diddy and the people them, the shackle them, was blowing my jaw side out. Take that. It was the fact Ryan caught me with the left hand that I knew and allegedly was preparing to be coming. Stop playing, Devin. I get your frustration. It's hard. It's easier to sue Ryan Garcia. It's hard to sue the diddler. Because even though the diddler's down and out right now, it's who else was at them parties. Yeah? Who else was at them parties? Because you best believe. Right now, Diddy's fish food. He's finished in that respect. But Devin knows he can't air out Diddy without airing out Mr. Partysteen, essentially, right? You see the shtick I'm going here? Yeah? Dr. Partysteen. Dr. Party, S-T-E-I-N. Bottom line. Because there would have been a whole bag of Partysteen cats there alongside. The diddler people. What a lot of you low IQ, slow cats ain't getting? The diddler, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, a.k.a. Diddy. He's just a created icon. He's the law. He's like the Pied Piper. The Pied Piper story. They never told you where the Pied Piper was taking all them kids to. You see that one? It represents a deeper story there. The Pied Piper's like Diddy. He bring all the little boys and girls along. Where they going to? Oops. Steen. Yeah? You see that one there? That's where they was going. 100%. That's where they was going. And Devin knows them Steen cats, they ain't playing like that. Them Steen cats, yeah? Them Sheckelstein cats. They'll tie Devin up so hard, he wouldn't know whether up was down or left was right. He wouldn't know what was going on. He don't want that with them. Yeah? Because that's where his real problem is. His real problem is the fact that Diddy and all of Diddy's masses popped him. Now he bent out of shape and he taking out on Ryan. Yeah, he taking out on Ryan. Stop playing. Anyway, let's get to the allegations of the lawsuit. It says Devin is a consummate professional and Ryan Garcia has showed no respect for himself, the business or the sport. This is a waffle. Devin is the face of boxing because he has challenged the franchise in many ways by working with multiple promoters. So has every fighter. apart from Johnston. Apart from Anthony Johnston, everyone else has worked with multiple promoters. What's that? What's groundbreaking against that? Floyd Mayweather worked with multiple promoters. By crossing the sides of the street among broadcasters, and now he's challenging PD use. This is all good for the sport. You got your ass beat, man. Listen. I actually think the merits of the case, I think he'll probably win in court, if I'm honest. Because it's very hard, especially in the States. These civil suits, for example, from what I understand, in the States, yeah, if someone dies by accident and someone else was involved, I don't know, let's say someone walks into the street and you hit them. From what I understand, their family can sue you and there's not much you can do about it. Accident or not, it's the fact there's been damages there, kind of thing. So the fact Ryan Garcia may not have known he took it, or put it this way, it's a bit like, let's say you've got a car and it's got a faulty part and you hit someone and kill them. You didn't necessarily know that car part was faulty. Nonetheless though, you was driving a moody car and you've killed someone. Hence, damages are required. Yeah? It's not your fault your car was damaged. Equally, it's not the dead dude's fault and his family's fault that your car was damaged. So someone got to pay up. It's like one of them ones. So it's not Ryan Garcia. If we assume, which is my base case is Ryan Garcia did not knowingly take a substance 2 days before fight night in relatively small concentrations that has a multi-day half-life. He was always going to get caught. There's no way to, categorically, there's no way to take Ostarine and not get caught in 2 days. No way. Impossible. So I don't believe, who will do that for? It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. And all the gearheads, they said the same thing on the internet. They said, no one's going to take that. Take that. No one's going to take Ostarine 2 days before the fight. And I tend to agree. That said, the fact that Ryan Garcia didn't know it was in there, it was. And since it was in there, and that was not in the contract, you signed to be clean, just like the car analogy. The fact you didn't know your car was faulty, there's now been damages created. You've damaged Devin Haney's brand or his health or whatever else, and someone's got to pay for that. Because ultimately, it's your responsibility to make sure your car's on point. It's your responsibility as an athlete to not have things in your system. Oops. Plus the fact that, again, in the civil court, it's a bit like, if you lose a criminal case in court, you're going to lose in the civil court. Criminal is the highest standard. It's a higher standard. It's harder to get convicted, or it's harder to win a case, or it's easier to lose a case it's harder to lose a case in a criminal court. There's a higher burden of proof in a criminal court. The civil courts, once you've lost in the criminal court, you've got no chance in civil court, more or less, from what I understand. With that in mind, now Ryan Garcia has been banned. It's not exactly the same, but you get the point. The fact some United States government regulator, or whoever it is, have banned Ryan Garcia, all Devin Haney really has to do is take that ban and say, hey man, this guy juiced. Oops. Pay me some damages. Particularly in the States. The States, they ain't too bothered about the details. Just sue your ass and you pay up. Which, there's pros and cons. There is pros and cons. And I have to be honest. Listen, Devin Haney a punk. I don't rate Devin. His dad talks too much. Devin talks too much. And not enough action. Bottom line. That said, I don't think this is a bad precedent for the sport. Fighters should be. I've been saying this for years. It might sound complicated. It might sound timely. But for the top athletes making millions of dollars in 30 minutes, all the food they consume should be tested. Yeah, should be tested. So, for example, if I'm Ryan Garcia and I'm eating beef, I'm going to go and get that cow that I'm fixing to chop up whilst it's alive and test its bloodstream. Is there any moody Canelo clenbuterol in that cow? No. Okay, chop farmer. Ryan Garcia's got the money to do it, right? Ryan Garcia's got the money to chop that cow or select specific cow and chop it up and eat it. He's not broke like us, man. Us, man, can't afford. I'm going Lidl. Value section. That's what I'm doing. But these top cats, and if it comes out Ryan Garcia is liable for 10 million bucks, he will have wished he'd have spent 50, 100 grand taking time, and he'd just have to do it, right? Ryan Garcia could pay someone like the YB 50 grand a year, and I'll sort all your food shit out. I'll be the one doing all the grunt work. That's nothing to Ryan Garcia, right? Ryan Garcia must have a load of bum clingarongers just hanging around doing fuck all, smoking with him. I'd say, listen, get your bum ass up. Yeah? You go and get me some meat and test it and sort it all out and organise it all. Organise all the testing. I want to be clean. And it sounds anal kind of thing, but that ultimately, was it worth it? It damn sure won't be worth it to be lazy if you lose this case. This could be a lot of... Again, in the States, they rack them damages up. They rack them up. They don't even have to be logical. Look at, what's his name? Alex Jones in that case. The Sandy case. $1 billion in damages. Ridiculous. There's no rhyme or reason. It's one of them. So I wouldn't be shocked at all. In the UK, it's different. You don't really hear of people winning multi-million-dollar lawsuit settlements from accidents at work or whatever. It's normally like 50 grand. But in the States, if you break a leg in the States, bosh, you got $1 million cash. So Ryan Garcia's got to be careful here. Again, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. I mean, does it make sense to you though? Yeah? Oh, I didn't know it was in my system. Right? Oh, I didn't know I didn't own the things in that shop that I stole from. That don't really... Ignorance, they say. Like I always thought for a long time. What was it again? With car insurance or car tax. I'd just say I didn't know. I didn't know it ran out, buddy. I'm pleading ignorance right now. I didn't know. But it's your responsibility to know. That's how they get you, man. Yeah? It's like implied consent. The fact you got in the car, you had to know that you had to pay your tax and your insurance. Yeah? And the 6 points on my license, they've been known that one. They've been found out the hard way. Yeah? Implied consent. Do you understand? Anyway, it goes on. At no time did Devin Haney consent to engage in a bout against a boxer who was positive for performance-enhancing drugs, performance-enhancing procedure or masking agents, and would not have proceeded with the bout had he known. The New York State Athletic Commission would not have permitted the bout. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Would not have permitted the bout had it known of the positive finding, or, apparently Garcia was using IVs. So, the circumstantial evidence, or the factual evidence, is, I don't know how he's going to defend it. All I can see Ryan Garcia saying is, I didn't know. Okay, good luck. In my understanding, Ryan Garcia is legally cooked. Adding insult to the commission and to the sport of boxing, Garcia has alleged that he was high during his bout with Haney. I don't understand. How can you be high? Is marijuana legal in boxing? I'm not sure. And if he was high, I didn't hear about marijuana being in the system. So I'm not sure what the angle is there. The action of Ryan Garcia and those who assisted him evince a high degree of moral... That moral... Who gives a about moral? Moral. You can't, to all due respect, from what I understand, you can't be sued for not being moral. Yeah? It's the actions you take. To be fair, I did say the actions of Ryan Garcia. A high degree of moral... Come on, bro. Bill, you was sitting there saying, I've told my son to kill his ass. Come on. I don't like these people who just... I guess that's the point of the legal system. You put your case forward. You're not trying to be based. You're not trying... That's the judge's / the jury's job to differentiate. I don't like it though. It's just a bit icky for me personally. Civil obligations as well as willful or wanton negligence or recklessness, or where there is a conscious disregard of the rights of others or conduct. And also I think the fact he came in overweight. Courts love contracts. If you can show a court a contract and something hasn't been done, it's easy. So it goes against Ryan Garcia's character, the fact that whether the PEDs might be an accident, guess what? The weight wasn't. So you're building a picture here of Ryan Garcia. It's like, well, you were contracted not to take steroids, not to come in overweight, and you came in overweight and was laughing about it. And now that's one thing. And now you get caught on the juice. He gonna lose. The last thing I'll say is that the way this count, man, in the battery count, this guy, Devin, man, you soft. To sit there, listen, it makes me laugh as well. A lot of people like Haney and Bill Haney, or Devin and Bill, they talk about, oh man, I'm a hood dude, and my people, and listen, people, Devin, all that shtick, all that kind of, that traditional black power shtick vibe I get from Bill Haney. You run into the white man for justice. That's where you're going right now. Because you can't get justice yourself. He slapped you all around the place. So now you need, again, what's his name? Bill Haney will sit there telling you, oh, the system, and the man keeping us down, or the man involved, Eddie Hearn's involved somehow. But when it suits you to have the man on your side, you ain't complaining. So stop running them bars like you like that. Yeah? I thought you was big in the street like that. No, you were corny. You like everyone else, a civilian. Please, Massa Judge. Help me, Massa Judge. I can't protect myself or my son, Massa Judge. The authorities must save me from Ryan Garcia because he put the beats on me. That's what I'm hearing. How are you going to lose a boxing fight and then battery count? That's what women do, with due respect. More time. Women and eased people. If I get my ass beat in a fight, a one-on-one fight, just suck it up. Ultimately, that's what I'd have to do. I couldn't be in there in court saying, oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he battered me and I'm an abused woman, essentially. Like, come on, man. Obviously, it's different if it's like 10-1 or something. But a square up and down fight like Haney and Ryan Garcia was, with gloves on. No one asks you to keep your right hand by your chest and get clipped with the left hook every time. Where's the accountability here? And it's easy for Bill Haney to say these things because it deflects from him. It deflects from him and his moody training schedule. It deflects from him and his moody cheerleader fans. Ooh, when Devin's in there with a bum, sparring a bum, he's like, ooh, ad-libbing and putting all the extras in there to pump up Devin's ego. Oops. He get in there with... Ryan Garcia didn't even train. He had no gas. He wasn't juiced. Someone juiced don't need 5 rounds in the middle of the fight to recover. After not being hit, he was knackered in there. He won't been training. He'd been smoking. I believe Ryan Garcia had been smoking and drinking the whole camp. Because he only had really about 2 or 3 rounds of looking good. And the rest of the time he was knackered. And still Devin Haney, Diddy Vin Haney, couldn't do nothing. Get him out of here, man. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, let off the bell. No doubt about it, people. Stop it.